busy week. Really busy week. I had the first 3 days locked up already. Way too busy for these 3 days. Today, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are booked up. And just today we have, oh my gosh, 9 jobs today. It is, let's see what day it is. I just booked another job just now. April the 14th. Yeah, April the 14th. Monday, April the 14th. Let's talk about what is on. What's going on in the industry right now? Wally, good morning. Let's talk about videos online that I just saw. I just was looking on TikTok. I love looking at TikTok. It kills the time for my drive time to Dallas. And I saw a video of this guy who runs a junk removal service in another state. And he's got his 3 trucks lined up, and he's got an older truck lined up, and he's talking about all this things that you have to get done and to run a business. And it's the image and it's the ego that you have that will ultimately destroy your business long term. I don't think it's going to be a short term thing, but as much as you produce and as much you have to do, it just destroys your whole image. I mean, it destroys your whole business because of your image. So let's get into this video this morning. My name is Ricardo. I am owner of junkguysdfw.net, a junk removal service located here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I also own some accounts across the U.S. that do junk removal. And I own a haunted house in Dallas and one in Fort Worth also. I want to talk about a video that I saw just a while ago on the TikTok. As I'm driving into work, I always, waste some time or drive time to get to my first stop by TikTok, and the day goes by really fast. This other junk removal service in another state is talking about how he runs his business, and then as he's talking, he shows off his 3 trucks in the background, which is really cool. They're nice trucks. And then he shows off his old truck, and he goes into his warehouse and he sits down on his seat. And during this whole time, he's kind of talking about the jobs that they do on a daily basis and how much they have to make to stay alive. And holy cow. And all I'm thinking is that some businesses keep their junk removal business going because of their employees. They keep their junk removal business to provide for the families of their employees. And I understand that. But what? At the cost of your image and your ego and your junk removal business, you're going to do that? He has 10 employees, 3 trucks, an SEO guy that works in-house, which does a lousy job. And it's him who sits out in his office at his warehouse, I guess it's a warehouse. And all I can say, listen, I have 2 headquarters, one in Fort Worth and Dallas. And I don't even have an office in any of those 2. And they're huge facilities. Both of them are huge facilities. You don't see me sitting at my warehouse and talking about what I do, and you usually see me walking around working or doing this. Then he said this in his video that really threw me off. He says, well, we have to get working because, these families have money and they have bills to pay. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, bro, you're going to suffer because your employees have bills to pay. So you're providing, and this is what I don't understand, and this is where a lot of people need to think of their business. You're providing money for their families, for your employees, but you're not doing it for your business. And that blows me away that you would put your image, your ego, in front of your business. It's just surprisingly to me how much suffering a business owner will do to provide for another human being instead of their own. It just blows me away. If I'm losing money, hypothetically, if I'm losing money and me and my wife are struggling to pay bills, but my employees are earning their paycheck and they're living a good, decent life, but I'm not, I'm suffering. And I come online and I talk to you about me building a house and my image and my ego, and I'm stroking it left and right. But the whole time deep inside I'm struggling. But my employees are doing fine. There's a problem. There is a huge problem. I'm providing, but for them, I'm not providing for my family. My wife and my kids are suffering while my employees work, and they reap the benefits. How does that help you out? In one of the videos, he said to himself, on a busy day, they do 6 jobs. On a slow day, they do 3 jobs. And I say to myself, what? He says, one truck will leave, every truck leaves with 2 employees, every truck. And they average 3 jobs on a slow day and 6 jobs on a busy day. And I think to myself, what? I do 9 jobs by myself on a decent day. On a slow day, I do 5 jobs by myself. Then he has all these NPR trucks, right? He has all these NPR trucks. And he says in the video how expensive it is to live in these trucks. The insurance alone kills these trucks. The payments on these trucks kill themselves. But then not only that, the cost of having these vehicles maintenance is unbearable, he says. And I'm thinking to myself, it's because you let strangers just rag out your trucks. You let these people just get your trucks and drive them the way they want to. And that right there is ridiculous to me. And then these are the same employees that are taking money out of your own pocket. When are we going to learn, man? In this business, to grow this business, you have to be on top of your truck. You have to be driving truck. You have to be doing the allowing your employees to go out and earn their paycheck just because they need to make a living. Not allowing your employees to put mileage and drivetrain and do whatever they're doing in your vehicle while you're sitting in the office chilling out, watching fucking what, you know, you're on the internet looking at my videos or somebody else's videos trying to learn how to stop the bleeding of your business. When you're allowing it to happen to your business, you are the business owner. You have all these employees, all these trucks, and then here's what happens. Here's the best thing that happens. You have 3 trucks, you're making payments. You have 3 trucks that you're making insurance payments on there too. You have 6 employees just driving those trucks, and you're caught in this wind tunnel of having to make these payments of insurance and payments of trucks on these vehicles, and you just can't fire these employees because you're running this rat race. And you have to provide for the employees that are ragging out your trucks and breaking your trucks down. What the fudge is going on? I keep on hearing these horror stories with everyone all the time. there comes a point where you have to say, bro, I have to get out of this nice leather chair inside my office and go out and do some of these 3 to 6 jobs that your employees are killing themselves doing for you and not making any money. Sooner or later, you got to stop the bleeding, brother. Sooner or later. I guess a lot of us run through this whole thing, this dream of owning a business and not knowing how to run a business. And I've said this in plenty of other videos. Anybody can own a business. Anybody can. An entrepreneur is the only person that actually can take profit for a business. Because the rest of us are just working, man. Yeah, the rest of us are just working. It's hard to comprehend the idea that your junk removal business is losing money. It's hard to comprehend that your junk removal business is working hard day to day, making thousands of dollars. And then at the end of the day, you don't understand why there's not a dollar in the bank. It's hard to comprehend the idea of mathematics being negative in your bank account because you just don't know what the hell you're doing, man. To survive in junk removal, you have to know a lot of things. How to get your leads for free, how to run ads for free, how to do jobs for free. And a lot of us don't understand that. I'll tell you one thing, this market's getting competitive. I love it too. Oh, I love it. But there are 80% of these junk removal businesses won't be here next year. 8 out of 10 won't make it out of the starting gates, guys. Only the strong survive in this business. And if you can stay longer than 5 years in this business, you'll be okay, man. There's not a big deal. I want you to think about what I said today. Your employees are the only ones earning a paycheck while you're suffering. They're fine. Living in their apartment with their wife that works as a school teacher, you're fine, they're fine. But they're the only ones fine in this picture while you're suffering how to pay bills. It's not right, guys. Don't stroke your image and your ego just because of your employees' cost of living. I'll see y'all later today, guys. You're going to see a lot of video of me today. We're working hard today. Have a great week. Let's get on that grind. Ballin' and hollin', or whatever the fuck those jokers saying.